Oh, cool. Is that your Yautja bottle opener?
This is my official Yautja bottle opener. Do you like it?
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Aren't we cool because we know the name Yautja?
It's called a Yautja.
That's such a cool name.
Yeah, it's great.
Did you know that's what the predators are called?
When did that start? Do you know?
No, because I'm a fucking idiot.
What, are you gonna cry now? Come on, cry, baby, cry for me. Come on, cry.
We are very, very big fans of the old movies.
Especially the
original. I mean,
Right.
the original. But that was a term that I never really knew about because I don't know about you, but I was never like a diehard reader of the comics or wherever this term came from.
I knew the term existed because there are nerds out there that get into the expanded lore,
the lore,
Dark Horse comics, all of that.
Right off the bat with the Yautja thing, I can't think of a dumber name for this species, Yautja. I don't get it.
You never were that smart.
So I'm just not going to refer to the predator as the Yautja.
Much like how everyone
anymore.
calls the alien the xenomorph.
Right.
Because it's like nerd cred.
Yes, the Yautja, the species of the Yautja who hail from Yautja Prime. Hi, I'm a human. I'm from planet human. I mean, I guess you could say, yes, this is Earth. I'm an Earthling. But, you know, our species is not Earthling. Anyway, Predator Badlands.
This one feels like we might get some hate, but
yeah, probably.
Don't really care because this movie fucking sucked.
Go on.
It's an honest opinion. That's how we felt. We went in hoping for a Predator film, and instead we got a late-stage MCU film.
Correct. Exactly right.
A Disney-fied, late-stage Marvel movie.
Yeah, and it's also annoying if you don't like the movie, you're a grifter. If you like the movie, then you're a shill.
Right.
Look, there are just some people out there that like everything that comes out. If it's just CGI slop, they're going to enjoy it.
Doesn't matter.
Does that equate to shill? No. And if you dislike the film, does that make you a grifter?
No.
Are there grifters on our side of the field? Yes. Are there actual shills that are shilling for this bullshit Disney
get their goodie
slop?
bags? Yeah.
Get their goodie bags, absolutely. But it's like unfair to just label anyone who's opposite of you as shill or as grifter. Like that's fucking stupid and lame. You know, it just adds to the online discourse, which is really retarded.
I agree with that sentiment. However, we did dislike this film, and we're going to get into why.
Yes.
The plot is a very simple setup. You have this runt of the litter predator named Deck, who apparently in the predator culture, if you're a runt, they just kill you off.
Yeah, it's like in 300, if you're born retarded, they throw you as an infant.
Yes.
Over the cliff.
Yes. So he does have one ally, his brother. His brother's like, no, you got to go on a hunt. And he, of course, Deck wants to go hunt the craziest creature that's out there, something called the Kalisk. So that will get the respect of his father. So, of course, the father's like, I told you to kill this shithead. So he tells the brother to kill him, and the brother disobeys, so he kills the brother. And then Deck gets sent off to this planet, and his whole mission is to
hunt the
Kalisk,
bring home the trophy, and then get revenge for his father killing his brother.
Correct. And that's it. And then the rest of it is just the journey and the nonsense we encounter on the journey.
So first things first, the general premise of a predator sort of having to become one with the tribe and go to some distant world and fight his way through that, get his trophy and bring it home. That's interesting. You could do some cool stuff with that. Unfortunately, this movie does not have the balls to do that. Another stripped down movie that I think you can kind of take inspiration from, but apply the Predator into it would be like Apocalypto. That movie, super underrated, but there's no English in that movie. It's all native Mayan or whatever the fuck it was back in the day. And I just feel like you could just make a really interesting Predator movie if you went down that avenue.
If you're going to follow the Predator as your protagonist.
But instead, they kind of take that simplified premise, which I don't have a problem with the plot being simple, by the way. That's fine. But they take that simple premise and they turn it into, like what you said, a fucking Marvel movie.
Yeah. Knowing nothing going to this film, I thought at first, like, okay, maybe his brother's going to get banished too or something, and they're both going to end up on this planet, or maybe, then the brother gets killed. It would have been more interesting, for me anyway, if the brother was there with him.
Yeah.
And then the two of them had to work together.
Exactly.
Because ultimately, with the whole Predator lore and everything, Predator, friend to none, they hunt alone, all this shit. But if they were forced to hunt together or something, but then we wouldn't have gotten all of our wonderful little Marvel quips and little furry characters that join the hunt. I see what you're doing here. You are just taking this Predator franchise and you were trying to just slap Disney all over it now. It felt at times like we were watching a fucking Mandalorian and Grogu movie.
It does. And then just on top of that, whenever you watch a Disney movie, like the themes of Disney movies are inclusivity and learning how to work together
and your
despite
family,
our differences. We're family.
Your family's whoever you choose, not who you're born into.
Yeah, so there's one part in the movie where he's explained that about alpha, like wolves on Earth.
Yeah.
And that wolves are they're like an apex predator or whatever, and there's the alpha of the group.
Yeah.
And then he's like, alpha, like that's the strongest one or whatever, and she's like, no, the alpha is actually the one that looks out for the group.
The protector.
The protector of the group.
Yes.
And it's like, oh God, there's the lesson he's gonna learn at the end of the movie.
Right.
And look, these themes are fine in your fucking family movies. No problem.
Yeah.
These are great things for children to learn.
Yes.
Growing up.
Yes.
These are not applicable to a Predator movie though. That's the problem.
Yeah, because that's who this movie's for. Fucking children.
I mean, imagine well, we just watched Predator Badlands. Little Tommy, let's go home and sit down and watch Predator 2.
Yeah.
And then it's like
the most mean-spirited.
Like this fucking Jamaican gangland violence, heads being removed and drug lords banging hookers.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what a Predator movie is supposed to be. And Predator 2 is I know that there's lovers of that movie out there, but in terms of comparing that movie to the first one, it's not that good of a movie. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
And I enjoy the mean-spirited nature of it. That's the best part of that movie. That being said, as much as I don't really care for that movie and there are flaws in that film, it still feels like a Predator movie.
Yeah.
This movie does not whatsoever.
It's all bullshit. All of it.
No, especially because we're following a Predator as a protagonist.
Because their culture is the way it is, there is that sort of respect that they have for other strong adversaries. So I think that because you see that kind of come through in the first two Predator movies, suddenly it opens the doors for people like Dan Trachtenberg to make it oh, the Predator can be used as a fun family adventure.
Just a misunderstood antagonist.
Exactly. Yeah. Can you make an interesting Predator film where the Predator is the protagonist? Perhaps. This is not the film, though.
So, before we get into where this film ultimately leaves our character, Deck, he gets to this planet, the deadliest planet in the galaxy or universe, whatever. This movie is just one video game cutscene after the next.
Exactly.
That's
right.
all it is.
Yeah. Well, even in the beginning when he's sparring with his brother, it looks like shit.
There's no emotional connection to it.
No.
He crashes on the planet, and he's so lucky because he crashes right next to where he meets his traveling companion for the movie.
There's so many contrivances and coincidences in this movie, but yeah, he happens to run into the android that accompanies him in the film.
Now, up to this point, I was tolerating the movie.
Okay, yeah, I see what you mean. It was relatively entertaining.
It was relatively entertaining.
Not good, but you can kind of go with it.
You're kind of still going with it.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, he's going to end up on this planet. He's going to be bombarded by some of the craziest creatures out there, and he's going to have to adapt and learn.
Sure.
And earn his stripes as a predator.
Right. We're getting some eye candy, even though it's CGI eye candy, but it's still eye candy nevertheless. I'm not bored.
Right.
Thus far.
Exactly. Until our synth shows up.
On this massive planet, we don't know the exact size of the planet, but it's a planet. He just so happens to run into the exact person that he needs to run into. And on top of that, this person he ran into also is looking for the same thing he's looking for.
Wow. Convenient.
And not only that, she's dealt with the thing that he's looking for. It's blind luck.
Yeah, so our synth, once she starts speaking, the movie literally goes off a cliff.
I was built and deployed by the Weyland-Yutani Corporation for research. We found that...
Yes.
She's so fucking annoying, and she just won't shut up. I understand that she knows everything that he needs to know, but the way she's programmed, or just the way I guess the character is written, she just vomits out whatever she's thinking, and it's nonsensical shit 90% of the time.
She's just basically a modern chick, and they needed an excuse as to why she's like that. And the thing that they came up with is basically they made an empathetic synthetic.
Right, she's got emotions. That way she can go onto this planet and better study the creatures. I don't know why that's necessary. Like your mission that you find out was her and her identical twin sister synth, who is the same as her. They're there to basically just collect these species for Weyland-Yutani.
Yeah.
Surprise, it's a tie-in to Alien.
I'm shocked.
They're just their ongoing mission of bioweapons research. But their mission is to like collect all these species, collect this thing. So like I wasn't really buying like her having her empathy chip switched on was gonna like help them in that mission in any way.
And the problem with the empathy switch being flipped on is now you have this movie where the backbone is basically female nature, and female nature is the correct nature.
And she acts like it.
Yes. The movie's like not only a journey of Deck discovering how to be a predator, it's also him discovering female nature.
Yeah, and how to not be a predator.
Right. Well, exactly. She's like fucking lecturing him the whole movie on how he needs to act.
Yeah.
By giving it like a feminine spin to it.
Right.
All this female shit that she starts spatting out, it's all accompanied with a scene where she even gives him the fucking silent treatment.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Oh, yeah.
You know,
yeah.
like-
And the reason she gives him the silent treatment is because during one of their many action set pieces, CGI slop set pieces, they run into this little creature.
Yes.
Who she names Bud the Chud. But somehow, even though she's very well versed in the flora and fauna of this planet, she has no idea that that is a Kalisk child.
Right. Becomes the twist of the movie.
Which she should know that.
Exactly, yeah.
But this little creature helps them out and kind of becomes a third traveling companion. And now they've got Bud the Chud with them. He spits on him, kind of marks him as like, oh, you're a friendly, I love you, whatever.
You're part of my clan now.
You're part of my
basically.
clan now, yeah, exactly. And the next morning, they wake up early. The Predator takes the android and he's like, okay, we're out of here. We don't need this guy with us. And she gets annoyed at him, right? And then later on, he's asking her questions like, okay, where's the Kalisk? And she's like giving him the silent treatment.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a fucking chick.
She's your baggage.
This movie has no problem pointing out like this part of masculinity, this part about being a predator is bad. But you know what? It's okay if I do this fucking silent treatment bullshit. Right. That's fine. In fact, that's how you should be acting in this situation. You know what I mean? It's like fucking annoying.
During those scenes, they have these like little therapy sessions.
Oh yeah, yeah. She's basically giving him fucking therapy as well. Like when they're camping, he's basically laying on a couch and she's his therapist.
Yeah, yeah. She's analyzing him and telling him why everything he believes is wrong.
You're grieving.
Yeah. I was really hoping that he was gonna like have to work through a lot of this stuff like on his own without having her to like just every 5 seconds in this movie. I don't know how you fucking like this character.
Yeah, she sucks.
And then like we're watching the movie like halfway through and she's just and I turned to you and I was like, it just hit me who she is. She's fucking Grace Randolph.
Yes, she is. She sounds just like her.
Yeah.
I started
like
laughing.
the mannerisms,
and
I'm just like,
perfect.
and now once I saw that, I was like, that's it. It's fucking Grace. So now for the rest of the movie, she's Grace.
Yes. Oh my God! Just imagine hanging out with Grace Randolph for a day. Just her fucking.
This is the best Predator movie I've ever seen.
This movie? This is my favorite Predator movie. I haven't seen the first in a really long time.
The first one's too masculine, you know?
You can't unsee it.
So now she's just Grace. While this is going on, we see her twin, her sister. Her and her sister both got damaged in their hunt for the Kalisk, trying to capture it. You know, she's connected now to Mother, and Mother's telling her like, oh, you know, you fucked up. You gotta like make this right. So you gotta go out there. So now she's like the opposite of her sister now.
She's like the villain version of her. So they give her like a scar on her face, her eyes messed up.
Yeah.
And her costume has like this hood. And it's like, oh my God, this is what Disney does.
Yeah.
Did Predator just get Disney-fied? Yes.
It's so brilliant. It's like two brothers.
Yeah.
And then two sisters.
So you got like the theme of the Jack and his brother, and like the mirror image is
oh my
her
God.
dealing with her sister.
Yes, thank you, Disney. She's mounting her hunt for the Kalisk with all her NPC synths with her. This is when they actually find the Kalisk, and he has his fight with the Kalisk. And, you know, he does pretty good. He cuts the thing's head off, and you see that it actually just sucks the head back on, and it's like,
Right.
okay, it's an unkillable creature.
Exactly. So it has these regenerative properties where if its head can get severed, it will just, like werewolf, kind of come back together,
Yeah.
you know?
The Kalisk is about to kill Deck when it senses the pheromone that the kid spit on it.
Right.
He's like, oh, you're part of my clan.
That's when we find out.
That the kid
Yeah.
is, the chud is actually the kid of the Kalisk.
What the chud?
So the Kalisk spares him. That's when the Weyland-Yutani evil sister shows up, and they all get captured.
Right. The synthetic that Deck has been walking around with has no legs.
Yeah.
So he's been carrying her the whole time on his back, which
Right.
also adds to how annoying the situation is.
Yeah.
She convinces him basically that she could be useful to him, a tool for him.
Yeah.
And he likes that, oh, you're a tool. So he keeps calling her a tool throughout the movie. Ho, ho, ho.
But once they get back to where they need to go, she reveals that, like, we're actually searching for the Kalisk too, and you can't have him, and I'm gonna put my legs back on. So, like, they kind of separate before that whole, like, fight goes down with the Kalisk. She's, like, trying to put her legs back on, but, like, she doesn't get to do it. But now, like, her legs are, like,
Sentient?
re-energized and sentient.
Yeah.
So now her legs are running around like they have a CPU attached to them or something.
Her legs have a mind of their own. It's a fucking kids movie, dude.
It's a joke.
It's all a fucking joke.
Yes, it's stupid.
Now you see her legs just running around like fighting people.
Right.
It's like, wait a minute. Okay, you can make the case that there's like battery cells, like that were recharged in her legs, but how is it just operating?
Dude, the whole legs thing coming in and like doing ninja moves and shit, it's just there for comedic relief.
It's goofy.
It's goofy, stupid shit. You can justify it all you want. It's just there as like a Disney comedy narrative device.
Right.
That's all it's there for.
Yeah.
But like we were saying earlier, how basically Deck is just kind of learning about female nature as he's going along on his journey. She fucking lies to him.
She does.
So it's like,
Shocker.
bitch, you have no problem lecturing him this whole movie, giving him these, you're like his therapist.
Yeah.
You feel like you have the authority to be his therapist, but you're fucking lying to him.
Yeah, I mean, they really nailed it.
Maybe you better put her on a leash, Agent Man.
So, yeah, they all get captured. You know, she feels bad now. So she decides, like, okay, now that they've captured the Kalisk and they've captured Deck, they're just going to send both back to Weyland-Yutani to study and dissect and do whatever with. So she decides, like, no, I'm gonna get him out of here. No, we're gonna take them all down. We're gonna save the Kalisk. You know, we're gonna flip the script.
Right.
So while all this is going on, after Deck escapes, he kind of like regroups a little bit and he draws on his environment, which I didn't mind that so much, where, you know, he's learning things about this planet while he's on it, and he's like, okay, maybe I can use these things. Like, he gets those little like slugs that explode, right?
Turns them into like little grenades, basically. Yeah.
It's just how far they take it.
Yeah, there's like a fucking slug that shoots out like toxins or something, and he doesn't have his the Predator signature
Yeah,
shoulder
because the
cannon,
evil sister steals it.
Right,
So,
so-
he's got this fucking eel on his shoulder.
which is serving as the shoulder
right,
cannon.
but it's
you know?
like it's operating like as he needs it to operate, like the
Yes.
shoulder cannon. It's like, what the fuck? It looks so stupid.
Yes, and then like this stupid like little slug beast from this planet throws itself into like the line of fire,
like a plasma blast
yeah,
or something.
like they were gonna shoot Deck, and like it sacrifices himself. It finds this.
It gets fried.
It finds this shred of fucking altruism at the end, and kills itself, defending its
And he's
friend.
like, ah! It's like, what the fuck? What
this
the
is
fuck?
a Predator movie.
Yeah.
It all seemed very predatory to me.
What are we
And then
watching?
he's got like the mask of like the animal they killed earlier in the movie, but like the way it looks, his kind of like beefy body and his little bug eyes through the mask, like he looked like Jason Voorhees.
Yeah, I know, you said
and
that when we were
I
watching it.
couldn't get that out of my mind.
And then
Like,
that just got me thinking, like, oh my God, imagine if like Disney acquired the rights to Jason Voorhees.
yeah, and then you get a movie through the perspective of Jason Voorhees, and he's the
Disneyfied
fucking
Jason Voorhees.
he's the protagonist. Yeah.
Can you imagine what that would be like? I can see
Fuck
that
off.
happening
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
I want to see that now, like
Yeah.
a Disney Jason Voorhees movie.
Yeah, I want to see them just take every villain
Yes.
and then just turn them into
Just-
a misunderstood protagonist.
Yes, exactly. It'd be fucking hilarious.
Come on.
Do it.
So they have their big battle with all the synths at the end, and we get our evil sister synth in the power loader on crack fighting against the Kalisk.
They use Aliens power loader sound effects for this power loader in this movie. Like they're modulated to sound slightly different, you know, but they're the same sound effects. Yeah, and then during that scene when Deck's fighting her in the power loader, they fucking quote Hard Target. I don't know if you picked up on that. How does it feel to be haunted?
Yeah.
And then Lance Henriksen says, "You tell me."
Yeah.
Dude, the exact line dialogue exchange happens in this movie.
How does it feel to be haunted? You tell me!
Evil Grace says to Deck, "How does it feel to be hunted?" And in his language, "You tell me." Like, what the fuck? They're quoting Hard Target. That's so random.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. They take out Evil Grace. You know, Good Grace gets her legs back, and they've got Bud the Chud with them now.
They have their family together.
They got their family. So they go back to the Predator homeworld, and he just brings
his father's
synthetic
like,
head.
His father's like, "Would you have a trophy for me?"
Yeah, and he
and throws down a synthetic head, and the father has the exact reaction that all of us have.
Yeah. What is this?
What is this, you fucking pussy?
Yeah. What is this? Okay. How hard was that? So his dad's like, okay, well, we're just going to kill you now. In his time on this planet, he's learned how to fight like a beast, and he takes out the guards, and he manages to take his dad out. He seems to have just completely rejected the Predator ethos. Fine. It's the only way this character works as a protagonist.
Exactly.
He has to go against the Predator culture completely. Deck, he's like the runt of the litter, and the synth, Grace, she's the one who has to like guide him and teach him and steer him away from what it means to be a predator.
Exactly right, yes. When we all saw the first Predator movie, we loved it. And we loved the Predator. And we loved the Predator because of like what it represented. Just that ultimate hunter in the universe. You don't ever get a full sense of its culture, but you get like little tidbits here and there.
Yeah,
and like
and
the
then
Alien movies, that's what makes it cool.
Right.
It's like the mystery about the character.
Yeah, they expand on that a little more in Predator 2.
But because we kind of understand that sort of like alpha hunter culture, that's what makes it cool. But this movie, through the musings of Grace, is telling you that all the things that you like are actually bad.
I do worry that Predator Badlands is a bit too modern.
You know, I'm not trying to be a dick to Dan Trachtenberg, whatever.
Yeah.
I think the guy is a good director. I think he's got a good eye. But
yeah, and he successfully revitalized the Predator franchise for a lot of people. I mean, the movies are making money,
right? But
and that's one way to measure them, right?
Yeah, sure, but he's still just the wrong person for the Predator series. I understand that these movies are making money. That doesn't mean shit to me, obviously.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean shit to us. What matters to us is that first film, and it's like the guy has never seen it before. And I don't like being that guy that's like, "Oh, this is like feminist propaganda." I wouldn't even say this is necessarily feminist propaganda. It's just more like, and I hate even saying anti-male, but it kind of is. You know, it's kind of telling you like all those things about being a hunter and like having that sort of male pride bad. Even before he learns the way of the feminine, like the idea of him being macho and masculine is like, he's got this like almost like emo angst. You know, he gets mad at things and like, ugh, like hits things, and like, you know, when the ship crashes and he rolls out of it, he's like mad. You know, all the predators that we've seen in the series, like 1 and 2, like they're stoic. You know? They're stoic loners.
Yeah.
And they don't fucking just like freak out over dumb things. In their minds, masculinity also is just like flying off the rails, getting mad at everything. And like, you know, again, just that angst.
I guess there's no reason to linger on it any longer. We said our piece. I think it's time to rank it.
I don't know how you guys like this fucking movie. This movie sucked. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go 4 out of 10 as well.
Yeah. Worst thing in the world? No, but terrible movie. If they just made their own alien creature to follow and you want to make it some like family fun Disney movie, fine. But the problem is they wanted to make a family friendly fun movie and drop the Predator in that world. And the Predator does not belong in that environment whatsoever.
Yeah.
And that's the main issue.
If this was not a Predator movie, you know, you still have your annoying
No, it's just been a run-of-the-mill
I
sci-fi.
probably would have ranked it a little higher.
Right.
but I can't because to me this does not feel like Predator.
Also, there's a lot of people that say, like, because there's the controversy of this movie being rated PG-13, you know, and like there's a lot of people that,
Right.
and they're probably the same people that enjoy this film that are like, oh, you can't write a movie off just based on the rating. And I mean, I guess overall saying that is true, but it's also disingenuous because there are franchises that are built foundationally as being a rated R franchise.
Right.
And
Because you
Predator,
come to expect certain things in that film.
yes, and Predator is a rated R franchise. It's violent, bad language, you know, just tons of bloodshed. The fucking Predator skins people.
Yeah.
You know?
Rips people's
Which
spines out
which also
and their
they,
skulls.
They don't show that in this movie whatsoever. There's no skinning in this movie.
Right.
He doesn't have.
He does it with Evil Grace when he takes the android head out and it's got the little spine thing.
Of
But of
course.
course, it's a fucking synth. So
Well, yeah, and that's how they get around
Right.
the PG-13 is
Right.
all the kills in this movie are the synthetics, so all the blood is either his green blood, alien purple blood, or the white synthetic blood.
Yeah.
But when you get a Predator movie that's rated PG-13, that tells you as the audience that the studio is pussifying it. You just can't get around it.
Right.
And the first time they ever did this was Alien versus Predator. That's the first movie in both series, respective series, that was rated PG-13. And yes, you might like that movie, even though it sucks ass, but even if you like that movie, it's neutered because
Yeah.
it's PG-13. So again, when you see your favorite franchise that was rated R suddenly becoming PG-13, yeah, that is an indicator that it sucks.
Yeah, and when you see reviewers like Grace Randolph praising a Predator movie, that's how you know to just run away.
Grace Randolph should be turned off by a Predator movie.
Yes.
She should be like, oh, I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
That's
I don't
what.
know about that one. I don't know.
If she's not saying that about your Predator movie,
Yeah,
you
then
failed.
you failed
Yes.
making a Predator movie.
Yes.
If she likes your Predator movie. And I guess the nicest thing I could say about this movie is it's not a prequel.
Yeah, exactly. And I think
You
I read
know?
an interview with Dan Trachtenberg before we saw the film, and he was saying something about like just to escape from all of the pitfalls that you fall into when making a prequel,
Yeah.
like having to fit things in.
Yeah, like doing movies like Prey.
Yeah, like how we avoided that was just setting it in the future.
Wow. And then obviously on our other scale, I mean, this was just woven into the DNA of,
Right.
of our discussion. And again, this is more about just how Disney owning this franchise now and how they make films and the people at Disney who make these films. This shit's just in their DNA and it just works its way into the film.
Yeah, and like, there's a lot of people that always, oh, you guys are just finding woke in everything. And, you know, I don't even really like that term. We don't
Yeah, it's
really,
kinda played out
We'll say
and-
it sometimes on the channel, but that's not.
It's got to be like very specific. But like, no, I wouldn't use that word for this film. It's got some shit in there that, you know, is still lingering from a very dark period in our Hollywood history for the last 10 years,
Well,
you know.
Yeah, but then that's the other thing too. Everyone's like, we've won the culture war. The war is over. Yay. It's not. It's not because this movie still fucking exists. There's not like necessarily the overt things. It's not like a chick power fantasy. It's not a Ray movie. You know what I mean?
No.
It's not a
like
Mary
that.
Sue thing.
Right.
It's not like that. That's not in the movie. Good. But there's still very much this sort of like low T beta idea of masculinity and what a Predator movie should be. Now is not the time to make a Predator movie. As much as I don't like Predators and The Predator, you're not questioning those movies for
these reasons.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And those movies suck.
Yeah.
Especially The Predator. Fuck that movie.
Yeah.
Awful. That's just like a good old-fashioned bad movie. And it's not terrible because of modern day sensibilities. But in terms of rainbow rating, I'm gonna give it 3.5 out of 5.
Okay, I was going to go 3 out of 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I understand why people are gaga over this shit. It's fun video game cutscene after video game cutscene after video game cutscene.
Yeah, but
that's all it is.
But knowing what Predator is, I don't see how you can enjoy it.
People don't give a shit.
I
because the
guess
bar
not.
is so fucking low now.
Yeah.
You get people
I
who are
guess
like,
you're
oh
right.
yeah, you know, we had Predator and Predator 2, and they're great, but we're getting like all these new Predator movies now. It doesn't even fucking matter. Well, it kind of does matter. You should still have standards. It should still fit within the universe that was created.
Anyone that calls us grifters or anyone that's like aligns with us a grifter, that's my criticism to those people. I always ask those people, what is a movie you don't like?
Right.
And they never have an answer.
I'll give you 3 positives about this film.
Yeah.
Can you give me 3 negatives?
Exactly.
And they never can.
Exactly right.
I'm not going to engage.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Sure, I'll give you 3 positives. Right, no problem. Let's discuss in the comments.
Yeah.
Because I'm happy to have these conversations. Let's do that.